Alrighty, so this is going to be covering static stretching for hip internal rotation and hip external rotation. We're also going to cover the full hips as well too. Some of these might target both areas. So that being said, let's jump right into it. So for hip internal rotation, all right, obviously this is not a heavy enough ball. We actually typically use this for some of our deep tissue work, which we'll go over later for this section. But we're going to imagine this is a dumbbell or a big plate or a big med ball. And for the first one, we're going to lay down on the ground here like this. We're going to do both sides for 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to take our left leg as an example. We're going to take this ball right here, place it here about midway on the thigh, let it pull down. And while it's stretching, try to keep this hip onto the ground. So you might want to roll slightly into it, and you'll feel a nice little stretch there into that. Be careful though, because you do have your ligaments in your knee that can be sensitive to this, so kind of be careful when doing this. All right, for the next one, for internal rotation of the hip, and so if you're curious, this would be external, this right here would be internal, because we have to internally pull it this way. These are called reverse butterfly stretches is what I call them. All we're gonna do here, we're gonna lay down here on the ground, okay? Back it up a little bit, okay? We're gonna take this band that we have on our foot, we're gonna come right here just like this. We're gonna go take our hip, pull it all the way out to the side here like this, and we're gonna take this right here and pull it down just like that. Be careful though, like I said, with these tendons and ligaments in your knee, but as you can see right here, this is a great stretch to get the inner part for hip internal rotation. All right, and so once you do both the sides like that, another way you can do hip internal rotation is just in a similar way, but seated down. Take this band here. We're gonna straighten this leg out. Place this leg here on the ground. If you really wanna make it difficult, you lean into it. If you really don't wanna make it as difficult, because maybe you struggle with some mobility in the area, you're gonna kind of back up and lean back. And all you're gonna do here is you're gonna take this band here. We're gonna grab it closer towards the foot, and we're just trying to pick it up just like this and hold it there for 2 to 3 minutes. This will bring some stability and work on some static stretching. If it's too easy, you can get close here like this and kind of lean into it. For external hip rotation, okay, we have a few different things. This one's super simple, might be too easy for some of y'all that are more advanced. We're gonna take ourselves right here, place our foot here on top of this knee, take this part and drive it down and push down like this. You can actually grab this band if that's too easy. Go and feed it through this leg right here, and you'll wrap it through on this backside here and pull from the backside underneath the legs. And turn off to the side. You'll take this, pull it underneath the leg, just like this. Also, in that seated position, we can go just like this again, but take this right here, pick it up, and pull towards us, and you'll feel a nice little stretch up in this little area too. This is more glute, but this still kind of helps with some external hip rotation. Alrighty, and for the last one, obviously we have 2 different versions. This is the more modified version. This is called elevated king's pigeon. Gonna get in this elevated position here. Okay, we're then gonna go, make sure this is at a 90-degree angle roughly with your leg. You're gonna kind of sink into this hip right here. You'll really feel it on this outside of this hip here, okay? If that is too difficult for you, you can do the modified king pigeon or the less modified version, which is where you get here like this. So you're gonna be in the Spider-Man position here. Run your foot on the other side of your arm, getting here just like this, folding down into this hip here and leaning over into it. And remember, all of these stretches are for 2 to 3 minutes. Do both of the legs, okay? And then lastly, this is not exactly a static stretch per se, but I call them hip carts. This is for overall hip mobility. We take our hip, come right here, slightly above the hip line, pull it out to the side here, kick it out, kick it back, come through just like this. So I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see it this way too. Here, 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 back, just like that. Okay, try to replicate as close as you can possible to me. And for the absolute last thing for overall hip mobility, you've probably done them before. They're hip 90-90s. The only difference is we're gonna put a little twist into them. Okay, so 90-90 position. We're gonna start off right here just like this. Lean into it. Let the side come up as far as it can possible. Slowly work your way up with your chest. As this is pulling, this is following. And then once you get into this position here, we're going to stand up and press our hips forward. Come down and lean into it like this. Just like that. All right, that is everything for both hip internal and external static mobility. This is the most advanced stuff that I personally know. Hopefully this helped you out.